Hello everybody, welcome back to Fonz Talk Jerseys. It is I, Fonz the Falco here, your jersey connoisseur on YouTube, and we got the NBA City Edition jerseys. A couple weeks ago, I did the NBA preview for the 2023-24 season with all the new jerseys we'll be seeing. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it. The link will be down below. I didn't count the City just in jerseys because I want to do a separate video for them because there's 30 different jerseys. And now here we are. If you didn't know, Nike became the official uniform supplier for the NBA in 2017. They made a bunch of changes with the uniforms, changing the home away alternate to association icon statement respectively. And there was a new addition to the uniform rotation called the City jersey. And the City jersey was unique as opposed to the other jerseys. It was supposed to represent the city that the team plays in. It's gonna be like crazy, you know, something a little bit unique, maybe some historical aspects to it. It's gotta go outside the box, these City uniforms, and that's the case with these jerseys as well. And every year we've had a lot of good hits. There's a couple of misses. This year, a lot of negative response so far, but there's a couple of good ones. We're going to go through all of them from the Atlanta Hawks down to the Washington Wizards. And my letter grades, A to F. You guys know how it goes. My grades here are simple. How do they look? What's the historical aspect to it? And just overall, does it just look good? It's very simple. I think you guys know how this goes by now. Follow along and comment down below which City jersey you like. Let's get right into it. The Atlanta Hawks went with the black base jersey with the lowercase ATL word mark with light blue accents. And the light blue is supposed to be in honor of the team when it was back in St. Louis. Gets a C grade. It's very simple. It's kind of cool here. The lowercase, I don't like. I like the ATL look to it. Obviously, it represents Atlanta. That's what we call Atlanta, the abbreviation for it. And the number placement's cool. I like the blue on the side here, but it just seems a little bit plain. Again, City uniforms supposed to be kind of like unique and out the box, but also look good. It's basic. It's not the best of the Hawks uniforms. The Hawks have had a lot of better City Edition uniforms, and if you want to go back to my top 10 best Atlanta Hawks, there's a lot of City ones on there. Definitely check that out. It's a very, very good video. This one gets to see. Not the biggest fan of it. Boston Celtics with a cream color base here with the blue on the numbers and the wording here. This jersey is actually a nod to Dr. James Naismith, the inventor of basketball, and features the wood panels on the side to represent the texture of the hardwood. I like the cream color here, and I like the Boston in the little bit of the arch here with the numbers, and I like the wood like color on the stripes here. It gets an A grade. I actually do kind of like this one a lot. Boston has had a lot of very good City Edition uniforms. There's not one that I really hated here. This is one of the better ones in my opinion. A grade. And actually looks really clean. It doesn't beat last year's City Edition uniform, but this is a close second. Brooklyn Nets were the first team to unveil their City Edition uniform actually last season. This one here is very crazy and very unique. The Nets actually partnered with local artist Brian Donnelly, who is known professionally as Cause, to create their City Edition uniform here. You see this blend here, just different colors. This is the kind of design he does. This is artwork here with the Nets lettering here. The number stays simple as their other Brooklyn Nets uniforms. It gets a D+ grade. I think it's doing a little bit too much here. The wording and the numbers don't match, and I kind of don't like that for some reason. The different patches of colors with the black, white, gray, teal, it's cool, but like it doesn't fit the Nets colors because, you know, red and blue are not part of the Nets colors. They were part of the New Jersey Nets. Maybe that's why they're doing it here. It just seems a little bit out of the box, maybe too much out of the box. It gets a D+ grade here. Something about the Charlotte Hornets, man. Their uniform is overall great, and their City Edition uniforms have always hit. They never had a miss here. For the third time in 4 years, the Hornets celebrate Charlotte's history as the home of the first U.S. branch mitt and Carolina Gold Rush. You see the Buzz City moniker, very popular with the jerseys here. It returns after a 2-year hiatus here. I like this one a lot. It gets an A+ grade. It actually is my favorite City Edition uniform. I like the teal here, the turquoise on the side. It's just such a cool, bright, colorful jersey. It fits the Charlotte Hornets really well. Again, the team, they might stink, but their jerseys look really good, and I just like the Buzz City moniker because that's what the Hornets are known for. It's clean, but it's simple, but just colorful. It just looks really nice, and it's simply beautiful. Let me tell you something about the Chicago Bulls City Edition uniforms. They just look like the free version of Microsoft Clip Art or whatever you call it. What is this? This just does not look good. The Chicago word marks in white, which is a reminiscence of the marquee font used in the Chicago Stadium. They're home from 1967 to 94. It's also known as the Madhouse on Madison. Great historical aspect to it, and I do appreciate that, a nod to the city of Chicago. They could have made the font a little bit bigger. Heck, they could have made the number a lot bigger. There's so much missing on this jersey. I like the color of the black and red, and the wording is cool, but you should have made it bigger and the number at least bigger. This just looks so plain, and like it's like when you have the free version of clip art, you don't want to pay for it. We don't like to pay for things. The Bulls clearly didn't want to pay for this, for the upgraded version of this. F grade. it's missing so much. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the land collision course. I feel like every single City Edition jersey has the land somewhere placed on it too. I like the collar on this too. The collar with the gold on here, it's really nice. So the chest pad on the collar and the armholes and shorts for this is inspired by the carpet at Connor Palace, which is also known as the Palace Theater in Cleveland. I like the slant of the land here, and actually the number placement is actually really cool with the one number. If they have the double digits, one goes above, one goes below. Gets a C+ grade. I do like it. I kind of wish maybe the font was a little bit bigger. Maybe the numbers kind of be evened out here. But I do like the collar and the armholes here. That's really cool. It nods to the city really nicely. Something unique, a different little landmark in Cleveland. C+ grade. It's not terrible. I don't know what the Mavericks are doing here. The Mavericks City jerseys, outside of the one they did with the 75th anniversary, they just have not had a good City Edition uniform. That's the case here also. This gets an F grade. It's supposed to be a nod to singer and songwriter Leon Bridges with his signature, like, you know, style here with the font. It seems very basic. I didn't like the black base on here. They should have done it with blue or something different. It just seems, again, with the city jersey supposed to be, you know, maybe bright, a little bit unique, and maybe have the black somewhere in there. I just think it could have done a little bit better here. An F grade just seems very basic and plain to me. Not really feeling it. I don't know what the Denver Nuggets are doing. Like, we get it. They're called the Mile High City, and the number 5,280. I get it. I understand that number and represents the feet in a mile. Good. Now I know math. And if you didn't know that, well, now you get an education lesson from the Denver Nuggets here. Like, we get it with the Mile High City. It gets an F grade. They could have done more with it. The black base is boring. The number could have been a little bit lower. And the number placement's weird. It just looks like an extra jersey number on here. And by the way, if you have a debit card and this is your PIN number, well, looks like you got to change it. I just think it's just plain. And like the Nuggets one, it had so much potential, I think, especially after winning their first NBA Finals trophy. They could have done more with it. I get the number's cool, saying the feet in a mile, awesome. Could have done more. F grade. I actually kind of like the Detroit Pistons one. It's actually really nice. This jersey is actually inspired by the Detroit Bad Boys shirts that exploded in like the popularity back in 88 to 90 when they won the back-to-back titles. The Skull and Crossbones Bad Boy shirt, which is a very good shirt, by the way. I definitely got to get one of those too. So that's inspired by these jerseys you see on the side panel with the basketball with the skull and crossbones here, but the basketball's a skull here. It's on the shorts also. It gets a B- grade. I do think it's a really cool like aspect and kind of with the popularity with those shirts back in the day with the Bad Boys era. Maybe keep the black on the side was cool. Maybe make the front like a blue or something. I like the font with the script here. It's cool. B-. I like it. You know, I think once I see it on the court, it'll probably look a lot better. One of the better jerseys they've done with the Pistons. The Golden State Warriors, I don't know what they were doing with this one. I like the San Francisco wording here. I don't like it's like placed like a weird squiggly line. It's supposed to be representing the like a curve here with like the cable cars and Golden State and San Francisco. Awesome, I guess, but it just seems very plain. Gets a D+ grade. I guess it's supposed to represent like a climb to the top, I guess. Cool, but I just think it could have been a little bit better. I would probably say D+ grade. Not really feeling this one. For some reason, I like when the Houston Rockets put the H-Town in their city jerseys. They've done it a few times before. This one, I kind of like it, though. It does remind me of the Houston Oilers type of thing. You see a little bit of the blue on the like the armholes and on the collar here. If you look closely where the tag is for the size, you see Akeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler's signature on there, which is cool. Not to both of their historic players when they won the back-to-back titles in the 90s here. I do like it. It gets a B grade. At first, I wasn't sure about it, but looking at it more and more, it's simple, but it's cool. I like the color aspect. I will say, though, if they didn't make this baby blue instead of the white base, it would have gotten an A grade. I think it would have gotten a lot higher, but it's still a pretty nice jersey, though. And I do kind of like the blue outline with the red H-Town numbers. It's nice. What the heck are the Indiana Pacers doing? This looks like a child made this. I don't get the spray paint Indy and the numbers here, and like I don't know what the vibe is for this. It's a D- grade. The Pacers have good uniforms and they had good City Edition jerseys. This is the case where this wasn't one of them. I don't like this. It's very childish to me, but like not like a fun childish way like with this jersey. I'm not feeling it. The Clippers one here, again, it looks just very basic. I want to do more to it. I like how they put the basketball on the eye in clips. Now, clips is cool because people do call them the clips for short. And I do see the hand-drawn basketballs where like the sizing tag is here and LA Clippers, but you don't really get to see that because they tuck in the jerseys. It gets a C- grade. I think the base should have been like a blue, like a lighter blue, maybe even a white or something to represent the city of Los Angeles or even the Clippers franchise overall. Maybe make it a red background or something. Just seems very plain to me. C- grade. Now, the Lakers went with their Minneapolis Laker days with the triangle script here. Los Angeles Lakers. but instead of what it was with the light blue back in the day, they changed it with their current colors of purple, gold, and black. It's an F. I don't like the base of black here. It just doesn't look good with this. If they'd done it in light blue, it would have been a lot better, but it just seems like it's doing too much with Los Angeles and a triangle with Lakers. It just seems like a lot's going on here, but it's like not in a good way. I don't like it. Lakers have such nice jerseys, and their city jerseys have actually been pretty good in the past. This is the case where this one just wasn't that good. It gets an F grade. I just don't like this one. Memphis Grizzlies, F. What is this? It's supposed to be like MEM for the initials, but like it just looks like it was hand drawn. There's nothing to it. It just seems plain to me. I don't understand what the Grizzlies, I think, kind of need a uniform upgrade because they need some identity change here. I don't like it. An F grade. I mean, this Heat one is just, Miami Heat's is just really, really bad. What a downfall. It doesn't seem that long ago they had the Vice City jerseys in the black, white, pink, and teal, and then the vice versa. Oh, those were so nice. What a big downfall this one is. Heat culture, I get it, 'cause that's what the fans call it, the Heat culture. But like the Heat is so small and the culture is so big, they should have flipped it if anything. And why the black base? Couldn't they have made it more like bright colors to fit the city of Miami? I get the phrase, it's cool, but I don't think you need to put it on the front here. Maybe put it like on the side or on the back or something smaller. Just bring back the Vice City jerseys. If they brought them back, I would have been okay with it. This gets an F grade. I just don't like this at all. The Milwaukee Bucks nailed their City Edition jersey again for this year. This is the second straight season the Bucks will have blue in their City Edition uniform, and it's really nice. I like the arch here of Milwaukee with the cream color behind it here. This actually pays homage to the Hawaiian Bridge with the Milwaukee word mark here, and it's arched. It's really nice. I kind of like the texture of the blue, like it's like with the above and below the Milwaukee here. For me, I'm assuming it's going to be like the river here, and then the Milwaukee's representing like the bridge itself. And I like the green like in the collar and the armholes here. It gets an A grade. I do like this city jersey a lot for the Bucks. The Bucks have just had really good jerseys overall, and includes their City Edition jerseys. This is really cool. Blue is not really part of their color scheme. They probably should make it officially in their color scheme. This is really cool, and I like this one a lot. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. That's what they did exactly with this year's City Edition uniform here. You see the texture here with the lake here with the water on the bottom, the gradient moving up to white. The only issue I have is that Minnesota is way too small. It should have been a little bit bigger, or just put Timberwolves or something on there. Other than that, though, it's a really nice jersey. I kind of like the color from white down to blue. It gets a B grade. I just wish the wording on Minnesota was a lot larger. That's just my opinion on this one. You could have just done MIN for it, which would have been okay. It's not bad, though. I do like the aspect of it. It'll look really nice on the court. I just wish Minnesota was a little bit bigger. It seems that in tradition, we usually see the Pelicans teams with a Mardi Gras themed City Edition jersey. They went away with that this year. You see the black base with the bright green NOLA and the numbers here. It's supposed to be like a voodoo style font here with the representing of New Orleans. Voodoo, scary. Ooh. But it's a D+ grade. I think they could have done a lot more with this. Maybe make the whole jersey bright green or done something more to it to make it have the voodoo vibe to it. The potential's there. They could have done a lot more. It just seems plain to me right now. The NOLA here is fine. They just could have done a lot more, in my opinion. It gets a D+ grade. Good idea. Maybe next year they'll do something more with the voodoo style. So it's something different to go away from the Mardi Gras thing, which I think was a good call. They just could have done a lot more with this one. You know, a lot of people don't like the Knicks City Edition jersey this year, but I actually kind of like it. I like the word mark here. It kind of hurts the eyes for a quick second, but you look at the backstory of it, you see like the New York and the New York under it, representing New York, comma, New York. How funny is that? You see the black on the sides with the blue pinstripes here. I'm glad they went away with the black City Edition jersey they've done for the past couple of years, but the blue pinstripes is really nice. The classic NYC where the Nike logo is. It gets an A- grade. I do like this. It's fun. It's unique. I like with the New York, the pinstripes, overall really good. I actually like this one of my favorite City Edition jerseys the Knicks have done. The Oklahoma City Thunder, I don't know how I feel about this one. So the Thunder have went with the different various of uniforms into one jersey itself. They got rid of their blue primary color for this shitty jersey and went with a bunch of different colors here. Orange and yellow accents was the main here with the black background. And you see within the jersey, it's different logos of the Thunder behind it. C grade, it seems like a lot going on, but like not a lot of good. It just seems very like an average shitty jersey. The Thunder City jerseys just have never been really that great, in my opinion. I'm just not really feeling this one. Gets a C grade. Orlando Magic here went with the original road uniforms with pinstripes and the Orlando word mark, and instead of the A, it's with a star. Something like the Magic do. I feel like they just get rid of the A and make it a star in here. It gets a B+ grade. I wish it was a little bit brighter, in my opinion. This kind of reminds me of like the Dallas Cowboys. If they had an NBA team, this would be what their jersey would look like. Could have done more with the bright colors, but B-, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but could have done a little more with it. The 76ers for the second straight year went with the City of Brotherly Love in the jersey. The problem I had with it last year was that the font was too small, and that's the same case here. This gets a C+ grade. I do like how they have the City of Brotherly Love, known for Philadelphia. I like the stripes within the numbers here. I just wish the City of Brotherly Love, the wording was actually a little bit bigger. It just seems like they're missing it. It's like a lot of blank spaces here. But again, I do like the look of it, though. I just wish the font was a little bit bigger. And the inspiration for this uniform was actually at Reading Terminal Market, an historical farmers market in Philadelphia was a big inspiration for these uniforms. Again, cool concept, but I just wish the wording itself was bigger. Phoenix Suns went back to the Valley jersey, but in a Spanish version, actually calling it the El Val here. Across the chest and airbrush down the sides here. And you see it looks like pinstripes on here, and it represents a lowrider, which is a customized car rooted in Mexican-American culture. It gets a B grade. I do like the colorful aspect to it. The El Val is nice, something different. I wish the L was a little bit bigger to match with the Val here. That's just me. It's kind of like a little bit of an OCD type of thing for me. But it's not a bad jersey. I do like it a lot. Very colorful, very bright. Fits the Phoenix Suns really well. Good one. Portland Trailblazers just love going with the Rip City outlook here. And I actually like when they do Rip City within the jersey. So you see here within Rip City has the plaid outlook here. And it's in honor of the Hall of Fame coach, Dr. Jack Ramsey, who was known for wearing plaid jackets while leading them to their title in 1977 here. And it's with the accents with the plaid here. This is the third time they've done plaid within their jersey here. In A grade. I'm glad they didn't do the whole jersey plaid. I like how it's the black base and the Rip City has plaid in it. The numbers here, which is the cream color, it's an A grade. It looks simple, but within the details of Rip City, it looks really nice. In honor of 100 years, the Sacramento Kings City Edition jersey is a nod to the Cincinnati Royals here with the Kings vertical on the side with the numbers here on the chest. A similar design to the 1968 to 71 uniforms. B+ grade. I do like the blue here, and I like the white stripe down here with the Kings. It's nice. I wish the number was a little bit bigger, but I do like the nod to their Cincinnati Royals days. The Kings are on the rise. Uniforms do look good along with their other complete revamp of all the other uniforms they've done this season. I had to double check what the Spurs City Edition jersey was, so I double checked, and this is what I got out of it. The Spurs celebrate their 55th anniversary of the 1968 World's Fair or International Exposition, and this is what this City Edition jerseys here. You see the throwback color scheme here with the orange, peach, and brown. It gets a C grade. I like the peach color and the orange here and the brown. It's a cool color scheme. I just wish the San Antonio font was a little bit larger. Maybe the base make it peach or something. I feel like when you do the city jersey with the white, it could be hit or miss, and you want something unique. Maybe make it peach, I would have said. Maybe make the peach part of the jersey mainly with the base color here. It's not bad, though. I just wish it would have been a little bit brighter here. But it gets a C+ grade. Not terrible, but a good idea and a good honor for what they're doing. The Toronto Raptors went with a gold route here with their citizen jerseys here, and the nod here is from different past uniforms here. You see the Toronto wording here is from their 2015 to 2020 design, and you see the jagged pinstripes here, the famous jagged pinstripes for their 95 to 99 uniforms. No dinosaur makes an appearance this year. It's a C+ grade. I don't like the font for Toronto, in my opinion. The gold pinstripes are cool, but the wording of Toronto, I never liked that wording for the Raptors uniforms. If they did a dinosaur, it would have been a lot better. But it gets a C+ grade. The gold's cool. It fits with Toronto. They always run gold in their City Edition jerseys. Just the font could have been better. Utah Jazz took their famous Purple Mountain uniforms and modernized them and made them into 2023-2024. So it's obviously inspiration of their uniforms from 96 to 2004. With the purple mane here, it gets an A- grade. Again, doesn't beat the Purple Mountain original uniforms, but this is a close second here. This is actually a really nice one along with their classic jerseys. Just make those two the regular uniforms throughout the year. Get rid of those icon association statement uniforms. But I do like the Purple Mountain here with the Utah. It is a nice jersey, an A- grade. Am I a Utah Jazz fan? I just like all their past uniforms, except this year's. They're really nice. And lastly, the Washington Wizards. They went with the District of Columbia. I feel like they do with every single City Edition jersey. But it looks like a copper and turquoise on the arm covers here, and then the collar, the number, just a bunch of odd mixture of colors on this. It gets an F grade. This is not... It's really not that good. I don't like this one at all. I'm sorry, I just don't. Those are my official grades for the 23-24 City Edition uniform. Leave it down below. Did I get some grades right? Did I get them wrong? Was I too harsh? Was I too lenient? Was I too nice? Sound off below. Are they overdoing the NBA City Edition jerseys? It feels like this year was a little bit of a downgrade compared to other years past. Is it because they're doing it every single year? Let me know down below. What would you make with the City Edition uniforms? What changes would you make? Would you keep them every year, or would you change them every year? Would you change every couple of years? Again, let me know down below. Or are they doing it just right? If you haven't already, definitely follow Fonz Talk Jerseys on Instagram and YouTube. Hit the bell, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a couple of friends. You can follow my podcast, The Slickback Kickback Report, which is down below here. Links will be everything, including my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at FonsDeFalco. It's all going to be down below, so you don't miss out. I got all my other videos on the YouTube channel. I do some team top 10s. I preview all the new season uniforms. I do weekly NFL games of the best uniform matches, again, just on the matchups alone. And I got a lot of other videos lined up here. It's going to be a good one. In the future, I'll definitely be looking back at past City Edition uniforms for the past seasons in the NBA and compare them to this year. But let me know down below which one was your favorite of all time. Again, support the brand. And again, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Have a good day, good night, whenever you are watching this video, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.